Okay, hey people, welcome to Retro Nintendo Talk.
I am the Green Falcon 171 on the speaker of Black Falcon 71's phone, which is why my voice sounds so weird.
Yeah. So, in this episode, we will talk about The Legend of Zelda for the NES and
Super Mario Bros. For the NES.
yeah.
There are two games that started a great series.
Yes, they sure did. See, I do not exactly remember when Zelda came out, but I do know that, Zelda, the main story is about a young boy who leaves home to find Princess Zelda and free her from the wrath of Ganon.
Yep. The Legend of Zelda is a great series, and as Black Falcon didn't already mention, there is a villain in the first Zelda game called Ganondorf.
Yes.
I don't know much about this game, but I'm pretty sure, like any other starter game, the villain captures the main character's girl, and he has to go on this whole adventure to find him and defeat the villain once and for all. But obviously that doesn't happen because we see Ganondorf and the Twilight Princess and some other games.
Where he stabbed him in the head and he turned to stone.
Yep, I'm pretty sure that is Wind Waker.
Yes.
Also, Legend of Zelda, I am not sure if I'm right. I think the first game came out in 1987, a year after Super Mario Bros. Came out.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but
in this great year, started three somewhat and major Nintendo franchises. They happen to be Kid Icarus, which was started by the creator of Kirby. I want to say Kojima, but I know I'm wrong. And the Metroid series was also started, along with The Legend of Zelda.
the main character's name is Link,
Yes.
and his princess, or the princess of Hyrule Kingdom, Hyrule is the town or city pretty much that you would think of. But basically, Link is a knight
Yes.
who serves the princess, and the princess gets captured. And Link and Zelda are friends, because,
Yes.
okay, I'm gonna have like two statements right here. Recently released in October, the Skyward Sword came out.
Yes.
And in a lot of Zelda games, in Skyward Sword, they are basically telling the story before the first Zelda game.
Yes.
So, and that one, Link and Zelda are like close, they're like friends.
Yes.
And then, so basically, Legend of Zelda started the Zelda things, but Skyward Sword is like before even the first game, which is kind of confusing. Wouldn't you agree, Falcon?
Well, I have to say, the Zelda games have one of the most messed up timelines in most of gaming history. Yes, like you said, Skyward Sword takes place before any of the Zelda games, and it sort of shows how Hyrule was created, somewhat. And then, along came The Legend of Zelda for the NES, and then after that was its sequel, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Yes, Zelda 2. And then that was the only known sequel besides the Toon Link Adventures. Now, in the game, let's see. I believe it is Phantom Hourglass. Let me see if I'm correct. No. Yes, Spirit Tracks, yes. You find out that the character that you play as happens to be Link's grandson or descendant. And the Zelda is a descendant of the Princess Zelda, which they set off for an adventure and blah 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 blah.
Basically, in Zelda history, I think there are about 17 Zelda games out right now.
Yeah. Let's see.
And my favorite Zelda game would have to be The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
Yeah. My favorite would have to be either Zelda 2, the Four Sword Adventure for the reboot of Four Sword Adventure for the 3DS Virtual Console, or it would have to be Link's Awakening DX.
Well, basically, I have played the first Zelda game probably about 5 times. The last time I played it was like 2 years ago, but I haven't completed it, but like, I'm pretty sure Ganondorf dies, but somehow like gets revived as you see him in the Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and all those other Zelda games where he's the villain.
Yes. Throughout the Zelda series, Link has met many different bosses, enemies. Oh crap. And he has received many items. But overall, his main enemy has been Ganon or Ganondorf. Ganon is Ganon was a man who went to try to get the Triforce originally, but he failed, as told in Link's Awakening. But once he received the Triforce, he was transformed into an animal, which was a boar. And eventually he transformed into a man known as Ganondorf. Now, the only time you really get to see Ganon's true form is like in boss fights against Ganon, like in his last breath, like as in Ocarina of Time and Ocarina of Time 3D. In the final battle against Ganondorf, he transforms into Ganon, which is the true final boss.
Indeed. I am looking at power-up page for my Nintendo Power, and it is Legend of Zelda collectible figures. That means Legend of Zelda is really popular. You know, we kind of already knew it was popular. Also, if you didn't know, Legend of Zelda is good with its music that it even started its own band, kind of, and is now playing across the USA.
Yes.
So, Black Falcon, anything you have to say about Legend of Zelda's music?
I really did like the Legend of Zelda music, except in the fact of Ben drowning, which is a creepypasta story. It's fake, sadly, but it's really interesting. But anyway, the music. Zelda's Lullaby. That's really good one. Sun Song. I know. Yeah, I don't play much of the Zelda franchise as much as I play Mario, Kid Icarus, and Pokemon, but from what I have played, it's a really good game series, and the music is just fantastic. I mean, you didn't have much for that, like, back then in 8-bit times.
I have to agree. I'm not that big of a music fan, but Legend of Zelda's music is awesome.
Yes.
There are even people out there who are making lyrics of Zelda games, like a guy named Bruntel Floss.
Yes. Yeah, we won't go much into about Brent Black, but yes, he's made Zelda parody songs, and yes, some of them you can buy on iTunes, some you can't. Smosh, Anthony Padilla and Ian Heckox have made a Zelda rap and featured Link in one of their If Video Games Were Real.
One of Ganondorf's many quotes is, "The history of light and shadow will be written in blood." He said that in the Twilight Princess, and it kind of makes you think, like, what is he capable of? Because Ganondorf is a really strong dude. He's even the leader of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Subspace Emissary Adventure Mode. He's like the leader. He controls everybody and freezes them to trophies. So I think Nintendo is trying to say that Ganondorf is a very powerful dude, and he will kill Link if it's the last thing he does.
Yes, and if you want to find Zelda games, I would go to your local GameStop. They should have at least Skyward Sword and a few of the other games, along with 3DS and Wii Virtual Console. Let's see. Yes, it is on my LP screen, but anyway, if you go to Virtual Console, you could have who cares about grammar? You could have bought the Four Sword Adventure reboot thing on the 3DS while it was still there, but it's gone. You could, I think.
Four Swords Adventure is also for the GameCube.
Yes, but that is a
You
different.
can expect a 4-player Let's Play of raps for Nintendo Bros.
Yeah.
Which is great to see, which you're watching this on.
Yeah.
So around next year or around Christmas, we will do that.
Yes.
Along with Orange Falcon.
Yes. He needs to make more videos.
Yes, he does.
Anyway.
He couldn't join us in this series because he was too busy making his audio better.
Yeah.
You go, Black Falcon.
Okay. You can find many Zelda games on the internet. I've played a few. They're not bad, but
Yep.
they're still correct.
There is this great site where you can buy Nintendo games called Nintendo for Sale.
Yes. Best website ever.
Like, if you wanted to order game on eBay, it costs like $100. On Nintendo for Sale, only costs like $10.
And I will put a link in the description.
Well, anyway, that's all I have to say about Legend of Zelda for the NES. Black Falcon, do you?
Yes. But all I have to say otherwise is, it's an overall great game. Whoever does not like the Zelda franchise, I would have to censor it, and I don't have censor tools on my computer, so I would just have to say, just go buy one and try it out. I mean, it's a really great game series.
Yeah. Well, we're sorry that we didn't know much about this game, because we had another game in plan for this episode, but we kind of forgot what it was, since, we couldn't, pronounce it, so we just came up with this at the last second.
Yes. Oh, what is your rating for this game?
My rating for this game will have to be, 8.1.
For me, it would have to be 8.3. I mean, yeah, Zelda, a great game franchise. Although your sprites could use a work, but I mean, hey, it was the 80s. What can you do? Moving on to...
Well, let's move on to our next game, which is the original game that started the whole series that everybody's playing today.
Sort of.
Super Mario Bros.
Yes. Sadly, I have to say, this game is great, but the only bad thing about it is, although it is a great game and one of the first games of the series, I think it's been a little overrated throughout the years, because once this game came out, everyone forgot about all the other Mario games before it, like Mario for the arcade, whose theme was the can-can.
Yes, but if you want this game and don't have an NES, you can also, if you have a 3DS or Wii, you can download it.
Yes, and that's how I play it. Basic overall summary of Super Mario Bros. For the NES. Let's see. Its basic storyline is Mario, he's a plumber. He decides to go in search of Princess Peach, who's been kidnapped by Bowser, through 3 different story modes, easy, normal, and hard. I am currently on level 7-3 of hard mode, and am getting really frustrated by Koopas.
Well, the story of Mario Bros. Is there is a guy that we refer to him now called Bowser, but back in the day when this game was made, we called him the Koopa King.
Yes.
He captures Mario's Princess Peach, and there is a guy named Mario. He and his brother Luigi are plumbers, and they basically have to fight through 8 worlds to go to Bowser's main castle, defeat Bowser, and get Princess Peach and save the day.
Yes. Now I would show you what this game looks like, but since I am still in the middle of LPing Final Fantasy, I cannot.
Yes, Black Falcon, we will talk about your Let's Play at the end of this, so we can have more time.
Yes.
Okay, well, anyway, the Mario Bros. Games have been a blast. Both of them. The first one was so good that they made a second. The second one was so good that they made a third one. The third one was so really good that they made, about 20 years later, one for the DS. The DS one was so good, they made one for the Wii. And the Wii was so good, they have made, but it has not come out yet, until the 19th of August, Super Mario Bros. 2. And also, coming later this year, new Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U.
Yes.
2 Mario games that come out in the same year. That is big for Nintendo. Well, I'm not going to talk about too much about that, since we are going to do those 2 Mario games on the same day, on the week after August 19th for Nintendo Talk. So let's get off that subject. But anyway, the Mario Bros. Game was so inspiring, it made a whole bunch of others.
Yes. Notes about this game. I thought this game was got the good idea of making challenge modes. I mean, once you beat the game, it's like, oh, well, 5 minutes later, I beat it 3 times in a row. Come on, Nintendo. Oh, wait. There's challenge modes? So, yes, you can go and battle through any level, and you can also play on different difficulties.
Black Falcon, you want to tell the viewers about the power-ups?
Huh? I didn't hear you.
You want to tell the viewers about the power-up?
Yes. Let's see. Main power-up is the Super Mushroom. It transforms you into a taller Mario. Mushroom after that is the... Wait, no, not Mushroom. Then when you hit a block, you get a fire flower. Yeah, and then you can shoot fire like the big dude in the poster. Other various power-ups through this game? There are none, yes. This is old school. We don't have such things as more power-ups until Super Mario Bros. 2 and 3 and more.
Yes. Super Mario Bros. Doesn't have that many power-ups. It's just the first game. But in the following games, it gains more power-ups each time.
Yes, like the Hammer Bros suit, the Tanuki suit, the Raccoon suit,
The turtle suit, the penguin suit.
the Bee suit, which he stole from Little Nemo. Sorry.
Well, you kind of said this 3 times in this episode, but Mario Bros. Game so good. It didn't make other Mario Bros. Game. It made whole new series like Super Mario World, Mario Sports Mix, Mario
Danny,
Sports Games.
you shall never mention
made
Super Mario World.
Kart. That's how good the series was, just because of this one game. This one game is great. I mean, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite Mario game, but it is one of my favorites.
Yes, mine too. Let's see, the character designs were really good. I do not remember what he based Bowser off of, but it was in a Nintendo Power magazine. And yes, this game overall fantastic.
Well, one thing I have to say, Mario's brother Luigi, he is the green guy, Mario's red. He's bigger, but yet younger, I think.
Yeah.
But Luigi, I think, is he Black Falcon or also a playable character in Mario Bros?
Yes, if you are playing on 2-player mode, once Mario dies, you play as Luigi.
Yep. The design is really good for an old game that released 25 years ago.
Huh. Almost 30, I think.
I mean, just imagine Mario at what you're looking at right now, and imagine to what he has gone to. He looks so much better.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, so, is that all we have to say, Black Falcon?
Just about. We still have to say our ratings.
Well, Black Falcon, you want to give your rating first?
Okay, I will have to give it, since it's the first game, I have to give it a 10.0. Yes, my first 10.0, I believe. But it is because that it was just so good when it came out, and, I mean, hey, it started a franchise. Maybe not all the games in the franchise were good, just saying for some of the animations they did, but that's all, really.
Well, since you gave it a 10.0, I'm gonna sound like I'm gonna practically, I guess, be the Simon of this episode. I give it a 8.7 because it did have some problems, but it was a great game. You know, I changed my 8.7 to a 9.2. Now I think about it, and yes, you can change back your rating.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
yeah.
That is basically all for this episode. Black Falcon is making his Let's Play of, you want to tell him?
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Ring of Fates.
Yes, his first Let's Play.
Yeah.
My Mario Kart Double Dash later this week, possibly today. But anyway, I only figured out my third Let's Play, not my second, so yeah, you can call me weird. But anyway, in pre-order, New Super Mario Bros. 2 comes out August 19th at your local GameStop. GameStop, the place where Nintendo Bros. 1, 2, 3, ABC shops for their games.
Okay,
And also, root for your country on the final days of the Olympics.
oh yes.
Well, this has been Green Falcon 171.
And Black Falcon 71.
We are your host of the series, and next episode 3 of Retro Nintendo Talk, will be the one game that started a whole new series again. It is F-Zero and Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
And we look forward for that episode. I mostly look forward to talking about F-Zero.
Yes. And time for the credits.
So you can check it out on Tuesday. Well, let's tell you, it's time for some F-Zero music and some credits.
Okay. Wait. Friend. Peace out.